Hey guys, Stealth here. Welcome to XCOM 2. We're going to be looking at the new Long War mod. That's what this playthrough is going to be all about. The Long War 2 mod is out for XCOM 2. It's a free mod, you can pick it up in the workshop, and from what I've read, it's going to make your life a whole lot more difficult. You can consider this mod a total conversion. This is not something that adds just a bit of functionality, but that overhauls a significant portion of the game. So we're going to be seeing different classes, different mechanics. I've heard or read something about guerrilla squads or squad sizes of the enemy being dependent on how big your squad is. We have concealment stuff. We have potentially new weaponry. It is going to be really, really extensive. I haven't played it yet at all, so everything can and most likely will go wrong. Let's get into it. I'm going to put it on veteran. We're going to keep it there. I'm going to reduce the beginner VO. And I'm going to take Iron Man on, as always. I'm going to have both of these DLCs on. I'm going to skip the cinematics this time around, though we've probably seen all those already. This is Operation Gatecrasher. Normally Gatecrasher is killing off the monument, destroying the monument. This time around I'm ambushing an advent troop column outside of Irkutsk. Now, the few mods that I have installed to make sure that they don't collide or don't interfere with the other mods or with the Long War mod are only voice pack mods. Those are the mods that I'm using. And one mod that I believe was pretty much sanctioned, which is a mod that slightly changes the new suppressor modular attachment that the Long War mod adds. Look at the squad size. Okay. Advent typically moves its forces in large groups, but we have located a smaller unit on its own that is vulnerable. A well-timed assault will damage Advent's interest in this region and can afford us a rare opportunity to bring home enemy corpses for research.
Positions concealed.
Now I have 8 soldiers already, and I'm not exactly sure what those orange bars are. I'm really hoping that that's going to get explained later.
On the move.
But these guys just have... well, this guy anyway has 3 hit points. Holy hell. And maybe the other 2 bars are armor, but they're usually yellow shields. I don't seem to have a timer on this. I just need to neutralize all targets.
Roger, I've got my eyes on.
I gotta say, I am really looking forward to this playthrough. I've done quite a few playthroughs of XCOM already, and I really look for something to shake stuff up. Make it more of a challenge, make it more difficult, make it more unexpected.
I'm on it.
Let's see if they're gonna send out any audio signals. Nope, nothing. Alright, so we got a bus stop. I'm not sure how much Long War mod has taken on the height advantage, so I'm not sure if that's still a thing. Hello,
the
boys.
Advent officers seem more capable than the grunts. We're not sure whether to chalk it up to training or stricter mind control.
62% is not bad.
Overwatch.
We're going to have to set up here, and I don't think we can get up on this platform without being detected. So this is where we're going to go.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Potentially have a couple of these folks down here
Orders confirmed.
to create a sort of L-shaped attack. Come on. Told you to get off the roof.
Yes.
Don't be silly. Now before I forget to mention it, if you want to have one soldier named after you, or you have inspiration for a soldier, then by all means share that information and I will rename one of the soldiers to include your name or your username. Alright, you're gonna set up... do I have any high cover? Not really. You're gonna set up on the roof as well.
Moving out.
in case you're wondering, this mod already includes a lot of the other Long War mods. So the Alien Leader pack is included. They have included the SMG pack, the Officer pack. Most of these things are included. Curious, I only just noticed that all my soldiers come equipped with a frag grenade and a flashbang. That's interesting. Did they change the damage? No, they did not change the damage. Damage is still 3 to 5. So that's good. Seems like they're holding steady, which is good news.
Headed there now. That's affirmative.
We need to move you forward to a position of cover, preferably.
Roger, stand by. Copy, I got it.
Now, I would like to tell you all about this mod, but I simply don't know that much about it
I'm
yet.
on it. Got it covered.
I don't know exactly what kind of new abilities these new soldiers have. I don't know exactly what kind of classes are in the game and what sort of skills I can expect from my people.
Moving!
So, there's all sorts of surprises. And that's going to make this thing really, really exciting.
Overwatch. Overwatch.
Alright, do we have enough people in position to take out 4 guys? I think so, but they are just rookies. And that's the thing that worries me. Rookies are not very accurate, and that makes them a bit unpredictable. How far can you lob that flashbang? Not that far. But far enough to take out at least 2 of them. Come on. Right. At this angle, you have a 72% chance. Probably got a bit of a height bonus
Got my
there.
eyes on.
I'm gonna set up one firing line here.
Moving to position.
One thing I do really miss is the counter that tells you what the accuracy of the soldier is. I mean, I know I can do it like this, but I would prefer to have that thing as a numeric display instead of these bars. Alright, so I have 5 shooters up on the roof, which should all have decent height bonuses.
Scanning.
And we're going to open up. We're going to try and take out, or at least wound, the Advent officer. That's a bit of damage.
They're on to us!
These guys make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well-equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
Come on! Down! That was ineffective! Kill confirmed.
Okay, we took out the drone, the officer, and one of the troopers. And this one is not looking very confident. Just crashed into a structure there. One thing I haven't checked, before I forget, is the Long War II campaigns, or the settings. Yes, here. I want to have Red Fog on. Red Fog, in case you're not familiar with it, is that your soldiers continually get worse at all stats the more they get hurt. I'm also going to have Hidden Potential on. Hidden Potential allows them to level up and get different increases to their stats. Stats that we don't know of yet. And let's have a look at the help. Oh, never mind. That's the description of that. Okay. Save and exit. Right. Now we need to get to the loot. In a safe manner,
Solid
preferably.
copy. Roger, solid copy.
That sounds like one of the guys from Modern Warfare.
Okay.
Considering I cannot move you, we're gonna have company.
Advent forces on the ground.
Confirmed. Pretty sizable squad as well. Here's an Overwatch. Didn't do anything.
I don't have a shot.
Roger that. Maybe it's time for a flashbang on these folks. can get 2 of them. Yeah. How far can I lob grenades? Not that far. What other options do I have? I can push you forward, but I'm gonna push you out of cover if I do so. Not exactly recommended. No, there's no high cover. Manually shooting is gonna only yield me an 18% accuracy, which is not exactly what I'm looking for. Other soldiers and other options. I could try to set up a flank attack coming in from here and then pushing on along these axes, but it's not a lot of high cover there either. So it's not really recommended. I don't want to get too close if I don't have to, because I still have no idea what kind of abilities these folks have. And I'd hate it if I bunch my soldiers up and I, for example, get a grenade. Or something like that. I'm gonna go with my standard plan, which is soldiers first,
That's affirmative.
secondaries later. So, loot, nice as it is not a priority. Alright, this will flashbang 2 of them. Out of 5, I believe. 2 disoriented, an engineer and a trooper. Alright, now I can dash you forward. You're gonna have to move up as well. I know that there's a lot of explosive material in there, but I'm gonna have to chance it. Where are we gonna move you? There's some cover there, but I'm a bit worried that it's gonna be too far away.
Heading out.
It is high cover though. We have a shot for only 25%.
Overwatch.
Not good enough. And I'm gonna keep you on the
Good copy,
roof,
moving on target.
hoping to get a bit of an advantage for aiming.
I'm on it.
Alright, let's see what these folks are gonna do. I heard a door open. Means that there's another squad out here. What the hell? You folks are
can't fight back
pretty
like this.
early on the machine
Taking
gun
cover.
fire.
Tell me when you're ready to move out.
There's an Overwatch? Only 1. There you go, that's 1 target down.
Enemy destroyed.
The Grenadier... Oh jeez, you can only fire. That is good news. That's probably the engineer. The engineer apparently has a grenade
We're
launcher.
taking fire down here.
Understood. You're overwatching as well in 1 turn. Curious. I can see both of you, and I hope that this fence is going to obstruct
Copy that,
your
I'm on
view.
it.
What do we get? Lockbox. Oh yeah, before I forget, the other mod I installed is Grimey's Loot Box. Or Grimey's Loot mod, which allows you to get these lockboxes. I get an advanced hair trigger and an advanced psionic projector.
Good.
Yes, I'd say so. Okay, we can knock a couple of these folks down.
Trigger!
This should also blow away the fence. Yep. The car is, of course, still... Never mind, the car already exploded. I was wondering if the car was going to go up. That would have been a bit of bad news. 33% only? Is that the best you have? I'll take a bit of a guess here. But this does get me a flank to kill the sentry. There you go. Oh, he dropped another bit of loot.
Enemy down.
Very nice. Where can we get more? From over here, I can get a flank shot on the engineer.
Moving to
And
designated
hopefully
coordinates.
not push into a new squad. 68%, let's do it. Yes.
Nailed him.
What? Look at all the
Red
loot
flag
here.
out fast.
Holy shit. The game seems pretty damn nice about distributing loot like that.
Position confirmed.
That's pretty unusual. Can you flashbang you?
Need a light?
Need to keep this guy here and keep him contained. This should do the trick. I'm gonna try and move you up a bit closer.
Affirmative. Moving out.
There, if he moves, he's gonna get
Scanning.
shot at. As for the other operators, they don't really have too many locations to move to, but I'm gonna push you here.
Rolling out.
Because I have pretty confident position here that there's not any other squad at the moment. Not yet, anyway.
On my way. Affirmative. Covering now.
I'm gonna push you here.
Running!
Now the flashbang grenade should make it so that he cannot deploy abilities, which also, hopefully, includes grenades. And he is a gunner, so he might not even have a grenade. The guy just has absolutely no idea what to do with his life. We'll start making decisions for him then. That didn't kill him. Only 2 hit points. Okay, if I move here, I'm gonna get
Moving on
both
target
kits
location.
of loot. This is a very, very rare situation. Lockbox. I'm gonna
Got
pick up the
something
other one
new.
as well. Lockbox. Okay. I'm of course very, very much exposed at this stage. Oh, do I run in? Yeah, I'm gonna run in and take the kill shot. 77%. Do not fuck this up. Good man.
Got it! I'm out!
That's not the last
Rolling.
one.
I'm on it.
Alright, set up a more
Moving
defensive
on target.
position until I have everybody reloaded
Scanning.
and ready for action.
Good to go. Understood. Moving out.
Defend the flanks.
I'm on the move.
Reload. Overwatch.
Come get some.
I'm on
Overwatch.
it.
There's no timer, so I have... Oh, shit. I was gonna say there's no rush, but that just changed.
Although they bear some resemblance to the sectoids first encountered during the invasion, their genetic
There's one
structure
Overwatch.
now includes human
You
DNA.
hit?
They are stronger than ever.
And you hit him too?
Bionic potential.
Wow.
Good riddance.
Normally those things are incredibly difficult to hit with rookies. But you folks do not disappoint. Okay, I have low... No, I have high cover for you. That means I can take you and blow up the wall.
Bombs away!
Make that alien much, much more susceptible to attacks. Just hope that I have some ammo left. Yep, you're full. Take the shot. Critical hit. You should be down to 1, 2. Fine. Move up.
Moving on target location.
Take the shot. There you go. More loot?
Got him.
I gotta say,
Gonna need to reload
Long
soon.
War 1, or Long War from the previous XCOM game, was not exactly known for its generosity. It was known for being really, really tough. But right now, I'm getting quite a lot of loot. I would think that this, if I'm keeping track the right way, is the 4th bit of loot that I'm getting.
Locked and loaded.
Oh, reload.
Ready to roll. Affirmative. Covering now.
Daniel,
Understood.
cover this
Moving
end. You never know.
Scanning.
Stranger things have happened. What are you gonna do, trooper? Ooh, he took a hit. Protected. So that is some form of armor. 22% chance to hit. Wait, what? Grenades are now on cooldown? Are you kidding? Or is that because I just threw a grenade? If it means that grenades can now pretty much be thrown
We're already on
very,
track.
very liberally, then that completely changes the game.
Breaching
Flashbang.
clear. Go.
But I think I have to interpret it a bit different. I think that the way that we're looking at it is that, for example, this soldier just threw a flashbang. That means that he cannot throw another grenade of any type, if he has any left, for the next 2 turns. I think that that is the way that I should be interpreting this result.
Heading out.
Keep pushing in that general direction. Can we hit him with a grenade as well? Sort of? Yep.
Boom!
Should have tried this first, of course. What? Grenades are not what they used to be. Grenades used to be pretty much a one-shot kill on a trooper. But now they only do 1 damage. More loot, sure.
Good riddance.
Positive confirmation. Area secured.
Excellent.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Flawless mission. Now let's see where they're taking us. What is going on? Look at that. Successful shot percentage, 100%. With rookies? Are you sure? Because that sounds a bit too good to be true. It sounds a bit too good to be true.
Good work out there, Commander. We're one step closer to taking back our planet.
Alright, let's see about promotions. Technical, heavy weapons. Is trained to use the XCOM Gauntlet, a combination of a rocket launcher and flamethrower. Yes, please. The heavy weapons. The XCOM Gauntlet is an advanced device that carries both a mini rocket launcher and a flamethrower. The rocket launcher carries 1 rocket initially, and that has a 3-tile radius for its area of effect. It may target anything in sight range. Damage from rockets falls off from the point of impact. So the further you are away from the point of impact, the less damage they do. Flamethrower is a short-range weapon that causes damage to multiple targets within a cone-shaped area of effect. The flamethrower has 2 uses per battle. It does not damage mechanical suits or mechanical units without upgrades. Using either the gauntlet ability requires 1 action and ends your turn. That is important. That means that she can only fire one of those weapons and not move. If I'm not mistaken. No, actually it requires 1 action, so you can move and flamethrower. That does make sense. Sharpshooter. Looks like the standard sharpshooter. Just squad sight. Grenadier. Anything special here? Not yet. Gunner. Area suppression. Assault. Run and gun. Shinobi. Oh, they included the Shinobi? That's fantastic. Shinobis, in case you're not familiar with them, are recon operators that are also trained as melee experts, or you can turn them into melee experts if you want to. They get the Phantom ability, they get the Slash and the Flesh, which is the fact that you can charge up to an enemy. The farther they are away, the more damage you're going to do. So if you're standing right next to an enemy, you can slash them, but it won't do that much. If you're charging at an enemy, for example over 5 to 6 tiles, your damage is going to go up pretty quickly. We have a Hacker Specialist, and we have a Ranger. Rangers, note, are not exactly the same Ranger type that you're familiar with. It's not even the same Ranger type that I'm familiar with playing several different mods. This Ranger has point blank. Fire your sawed-off shotgun at a nearby enemy. It has both barrels. Fire both barrels of a sawed-off shotgun at a nearby enemy, doing double damage. And, of course, light him up. Taking a standard shot with your primary weapon as your first action no longer ends your turn. Lots and lots of loot. 5 loot boxes completed. A bit of supplies from that mission as well. Curious. Okay, let's go to the commander's quarters.
Hello, Commander.
Commander, to the research lab.
Now, I believe that there is something that I should be reading here. Propaganda assessment. The following directives have been identified by Resistance analysts based on thorough review of Advent's ongoing propaganda effort. The aliens' key areas of focus as directed towards civilian populace are recruitment of an increasing number of civilians into city centers, nurturing an atmosphere of distrust to encourage self-reporting among city center inhabitants, encouragement of the belief that so-called dissident groups are to blame for the perceived faults, disassociation of traditional beliefs and value system in favor of adulation of the elders. So that is their objective. Advent network towers are important nodes of the alien psionic network and their worldwide comm system. Although the towers themselves are a readily identifiable fixture to those people living in the city centers, its overall function and the extent of its capabilities are still generally unknown. I wouldn't be surprised if that is something that I'm going to have to look into. Find out exactly what that is. It's widely believed that the Advent peacekeeping forces in a region are coordinated from somewhere within the regional tower. So I may have to attack these network towers at some point. We also believe that a master tower somewhere serves as the hub for distributing information and commands to all of the regional towers. Advent was formed, yes, it doesn't seem that interesting. Memorial, soldier customization, yes, okay. Mission selection, yes, makes sense. Resistance ops, establish comms, guerrilla ops. Liberating regions. Liberating? Yes, there we go. This is new. This is new. The Resistance, with sufficient help from XCOM, may now liberate regions entirely from Advent control. They must detect and undertake a series of increasingly difficult missions to do this, culminating with strikes on Advent power centers in the region. The aliens will undertake almost no activities in liberated regions unless they attempt to retake it. The Resistance will generate bonus supplies, recruits and intel for XCOM in liberated regions. Any active infiltrations in a region that is liberated will receive a significant bonus to infiltration percentage, and then the commander will have to decide whether to go on that mission immediately or abort before Advent retreats its forces to neighboring regions. As powerful as they are, the aliens do have limits on their capabilities. Well, that's good news. They have spread their forces around the globe in an attempt to engage the Resistance, and some places they are stronger than others. Our intelligence teams provide estimates of enemy sighting or enemy strengths in each contacted region. That strength will change over time as Advent moves troops from areas of high XCOM and Resistance activity, leaving other areas potentially vulnerable. So if I get this correctly, the Advent are going to start shifting forces around based on where I am active. So we could do a bit of a double take. Assault one area, or do a couple of ops in one area, draw in the Resistance or the reinforcements from XCOM, and then attack somewhere else. Missions in regions which have heavy Advent presence will be far more difficult in areas they are not giving much attention to. Understood. Anything else I need to know? Promotions, yes. Staffing, that's nothing new. Avenger Defense. Power Management, Retaliation, Black Market Council missions. Ah, here we go. Technical class. Wears a specialized wrist weapon. That's the Gauntlet. Specialist. Incredible advance in robotics, allowing specialists to field the highly advanced drone known as Gremlins. Grenadiers. Gunners. They can only carry a combat knife for personal defense. A combat knife? Okay. Assault. Assault trace some ancestry to the special weapons intact and SWAT personnel. So these basically are SWAT troopers. Along with soldiers who specialized in urban counterinsurgency shortly before the alien invasion. They typically carry a shotgun as their primary weapon and can specialize in combat or survival. For long distance work they carry the arc thrower, an improved version of the XCOM weapon devised during the invasion's early days that's capable of stunning targets. Ranger, primary frontline units, develop either offensive infantryman or defender, carry a sawed-off shotgun for close-in work. Shinobi, advanced infiltration. Shinobi carries swords for the occasional close-quarter combat melee encounter. It seems like we don't currently have a melee specialist. They don't seem to be in the game. Sharpshooter class. Relying primarily on high-powered rifles to blind hostile targets from long distances, sharpshooters may specialize as a sniper capable of long-range ambushes, or as a mobile marksman, who can target enemies from just behind their front lines. Sharpshooters also equipped with the Hollow Targeter, a device which is used to designate targets for the rest of XCOM. That is going to be incredibly useful. The Hollow Targeter is usually an ability, it's called Hollow Targeting, and apparently now they turned it into some sort of skill or device. Now this is where it gets interesting. Long War II concepts, resistance. In Long War II, the commander will take over management of the worldwide resistance movement against Advent. In regions XCOM has made contact with, he will use the Haven management screen to direct the priorities of resistance cells. Individual resistance members will be listed on the screen. Resistance members can be assigned to one of 4 tasks: supply, recruit, intel, or hiding. Note that rebels assigned to new jobs will not begin work until the following day. Supply job are focused on scavenging supplies. More rebels assigned to supply job will mean larger supply drop each month. Note that over time the supply job will grow less effective as the most easily recovered material is uncovered. So it's going to be progressively more difficult, or you're going to get progressively less resources from a region. Recruits. Busy looking in communities for volunteers. They may join the local haven, or if they have potential as an XCOM trooper, they will enter the pool of potential recruits for soldier training. More rebels assigned to the recruit job will mean faster recruiting of both resistance members and soldiers. If recruiting a liberated region, you have a small chance to find a scientist or engineer. Intel will look for information on Advent and alien operations. Generate a small amount or small income of intel, but their main function is to detect alien activities and alert XCOM to vulnerabilities in the enemy security network, leading to mission alerts which XCOM can send troops on. More resistance members on the intel job will detect more missions, and they will often detect them more quickly than they otherwise would. This gives your troops more time to infiltrate those targets, which is vital to generating survivable missions. The Avenger can assist greatly in the intel job in a single region. Scanning at the Resistance Haven site will produce intel and missions equivalent to the contributions of several unpromoted Resistance members. So we have promotions. This is interesting. Over time, Resistance members can become better at their jobs. Resistance members who have gained a level will be marked with an asterisk on the Haven management screen. Expert members who have gained a second level will be marked with an additional asterisk. These promoted rebels will produce more results on any job they are assigned to. They will also receive XCOM perks for use in combat. Let's see, hiding will produce no resources, but they will also avoid any unwanted attention. Busy havens are more likely to attract Advent retaliatory strikes, so putting rebels on the hiding job will lower the haven's profile. Yeah, but you also get a lot less out of them. Operating capacity. Each haven has the capacity for a maximum of 13 resistance members at that haven to be assigned to supply, recruit, or intel. The rest will be treated as reserves and put in hiding. Reprisals. Resistance members may appear during tactical combat. Depending on the op, they may sometimes be armed, although they will be less effective than XCOM soldiers in combat. XCOM soldiers are also sometimes required to activate a resistance member by moving close to them, giving the player control of their actions so they can move to escape areas as necessary. In addition, XCOM can recover certain Advent assets and repurpose them for Haven defense, granting additional units to assist in combat. I'm thinking turrets. That is what this sounds like. XCOM advisors. XCOM may assign a single advisor from its staff to each haven to assist in various tasks. The advisor may be assigned by clicking the photo frame in the top left of the Haven management screen. Assigning an engineer will generate bonuses for supply, scientist, intel, soldier, recruit, and soldier will also appear on the combat missions involving Haven personnel. So you can, in case of a reprisal, have someone pre-planted there. The soldier will also hunt for any advent infiltrators in the Haven. Higher ranking soldiers will generate more bonuses. The soldier should be outfitted with gear on the Avenger before departing for the Haven. If a resistance Haven is entirely wiped out, the only way to recruit new rebels is to station a soldier in the region. So you're going to have to be very strategic about this. I imagine if you place a captain there, you're going to lose it from your ranks temporarily, as he's going to be busy recruiting. At the same time, you're going to get more people. You're going to get more guys from that zone. So it's going to be a significant trade-off. Okay, moving on. Infiltration. Many of XCOM's operatives or offensive ops require infiltration of the target site over a period of several days. Infiltrating a mission site represents XCOM forces concealing themselves from advent patrols and gathering intel on enemy activities. This careful preparation allows XCOM to strike when the time is right. During infiltrations, the XCOM forces will not be available for other missions unless you abort infiltration center and return the troops to base, cancelling any progress you have made, and thereby probably also not getting the mission. XCOM may have multiple infiltrations underway at once. Properly infiltrating these sites is crucial to conducting missions that XCOM can win. Infiltration missions use an infiltration start button at the top center of the squad select. After selecting your squad and beginning an infiltration, the mission pin on the Geoscape will show the percentage infiltrated ranging from 0 to 200%. The more they infiltrate a site, the fewer enemy units it will face. Oh, this is going to be tough. So, the longer you let this thing build up, the more time you're wasting, but the easier the mission will be. Do you have time? Infiltration progress. Well, it's possible to launch an attack on many of these sites immediately. The squad could face 2 to 3 times as many enemies without properly preparing for the mission. Holy shit. The amount of extra forces is indicated by the enemy readiness description, which can be impregnable, fortified, alerted, guarded, normal, and vulnerable. There are invisible gradations within these categories, so every additional hour spent infiltrating makes it more likely XCOM will face lesser enemy force. More time spent infiltrating also reduces the time the Sky Ranger takes to arrive when the squad throws an evac flare. So if you do have to get the hell out of there, then being infiltrated for a long period of time helps. Note that some critical missions require at least 100% infiltration before the mission may be launched. Enemy activity. The impact on enemy forces is also noted in the current and baseline enemy activity readouts in Squad Select and the infiltration panels. These descriptions, such as light, heavy, and swarming, indicate how many enemies you are likely to face, not counting any reinforcements the aliens are able to summon. The baseline enemy activity description reported when the mission is first detected and in the squad selection screen represents the expected force if you infiltrate to 100%. Current enemy activity is what it would be if you launch the mission at that moment, and of course you can gain further bonuses by infiltrating. Although no mission will drop below the extremely light activity, and the benefits accumulate much more slowly after exceeding 100%. So you can get to 200%, but it's going to take you more time. Boosting. Commander may assist in infiltrating by electing to spend some of XCOM intel resources. Curious. Spending 25 intel to significantly increase the rate of infiltration, so you can speed that up. You can use this option at any time during the infiltration, and its benefits apply retroactively. So it's not starting when you press that button, it's going to be retroactive. So previously or dating back to the start of it. Infiltration time. Commander has some control over the amount of time it takes to infiltrate a mission site by using smaller or larger squads and selecting certain soldier perks and gear. This is represented by information presented in the squad select screen. Base infiltration value is how many days a typical XCOM squad of 5 soldiers will take to infiltrate the site to 100%. Squad size modifier is the impact of the currently selected squad size. The stealth modifier is the impact of abilities and gear. Certain perks, particularly Infiltrator and Tradecraft, lower infiltration time. Units carrying submachine guns and other specialized stealth gear can further lower it. Meanwhile, heavy weapons specialists, gunners, grenadiers and technicals will increase it. And finally, missions expire. The time left until expiration is noted in the mission expiration value in the squad select screen. The earlier the local resistance havens intel detect an enemy operation, the more time XCOM will have until the mission expires. This will often prevent squads from reaching 100% infiltration. When a mission is expiring on the Geoscape, an alert will give the commander the choice of going in at the current infiltration level or aborting. Okay, so that was a lot of info. We're going to have to make some extremely tough choices.
Commander to the research labs.
Command.
For now, this is it. I'm going to be looking into this mod and all the capabilities and everything I need to be doing in the next episode. For now, I hope you're looking forward to this playthrough as much as I am. It is going to be very good. It's going to be very interesting. And I hope you're going to join me all the way. I'm going to try and have an XCOM episode up maybe every day, depends on how much my voice holds up, and potentially every 2 days. So it's going to be a bit more often than you have seen to date. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be here very soon for more episodes of XCOM, and I hope you will too. Thank you for watching. See you then.